OMG. Your soulmate cut someone off after finding out this about you? My beloved child, don't skip, because what you are about to hear was never meant to be uncovered this soon. Something extraordinary happened when your soulmate learned a single truth about you, a truth so pure, so unexpected, that it quietly changed the direction of their heart forever. At first, they didn't believe what they had heard. They stood in complete silence, replaying every detail again and again, wondering how someone like you could still exist in a world that rewards appearances over sincerity. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The person standing beside them expected laughter, attention, and promises, but instead, your soulmate's thoughts drifted somewhere they couldn't explain. In that quiet moment, they realized they had been investing their energy in someone who never truly understood their soul. Then, without a single argument, without any dramatic goodbye, they made a decision that shocked even themselves. They quietly walked away from that connection, because discovering the truth about you made every false attachment suddenly feel empty. There is something even more surprising that nobody knows. The moment they cut that person off, an unexplainable peace entered their heart. It wasn't because they had all the answers, it was because, for the first time, they felt they were moving toward the future instead of running back to the past. Don't skip, every second is bringing you closer to a revelation very few people ever hear. They kept asking themselves one question: why does someone I've barely met already feel more real than people I've known for years? That question refused to leave. Everywhere they looked, ordinary moments reminded them that someone was waiting beyond the horizon, someone whose presence felt familiar long before any meeting could happen. The more they tried to ignore that feeling, the stronger it became, as if destiny itself had quietly stepped into their story. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything begins to change. The person they left behind never understood why the connection suddenly ended. They searched for reasons, but the real answer remained hidden. Your soulmate never spoke your name, yet your existence had already transformed their choices. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is still one missing piece from that unforgettable moment, and when it finally reveals itself, you will understand why destiny allowed this separation before bringing two paths together. What happened next was so unexpected that even your soulmate could not explain it. But that silent sign is about to unfold. There was another moment that changed everything, and almost nobody would have noticed it. After walking away, your soulmate expected to feel uncertain, but instead, they felt lighter with every step. It was as if an invisible weight had disappeared without a single word being spoken. Don't skip, because the next revelation connects directly to you. They began remembering every small detail they had recently discovered about your heart, your kindness, your quiet strength, and the way you remain genuine even when nobody is watching. Those thoughts refused to fade. Instead of questioning the decision they had made, they became more certain that leaving the past behind was the only path forward. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The more they reflected, the clearer one truth became. Some people enter your life to delay your destiny, while others appear only when your soul is finally ready to recognize them. Then something impossible to ignore happened. Throughout the day, unexpected reminders kept appearing at the exact moments your soulmate started thinking about the future. A simple conversation, a familiar melody, a passing stranger's words, everything seemed to point toward the same quiet message: keep moving forward. Don't skip, because this next part changes the entire story. Deep inside, they realized the connection they had ended was never built to last, no matter how comfortable it once seemed. What truly surprised them was how naturally their thoughts kept returning to someone they had not fully met yet, someone who already felt deeply connected to their heart. If these words are touching your spirit, share this video with someone who believes that timing can change everything. There is a reason this message found you today, and the next revelation is even greater. But the biggest surprise has still not arrived. Your soulmate is carrying one silent realization they haven't spoken aloud to anyone. Every passing hour makes that realization stronger, and soon it will become impossible to ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They now understand that cutting someone off was never the end of the story. It was the beginning of the one they were always meant to live. And what they are about to discover next will reveal why your connection has been growing in complete silence all along. A new realization quietly entered your soulmate's heart, and this was the moment everything began to make sense. They stopped looking behind them and started paying attention to the future in a way they never had before. Don't skip, because what happened next was beyond anything they expected. Every time they imagined the life they truly wanted, one feeling remained constant: a calm, unshakable connection with someone they had not fully met. It wasn't built on excitement alone. It was built on peace, trust, and a strange sense of familiarity that could not be explained. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth they discovered about you had become impossible to ignore, and it quietly erased every remaining doubt about the decision they had already made. Then an unforgettable moment arrived. Someone casually mentioned your qualities without realizing how deeply those words would land. Your soulmate froze for a brief second. It felt as though every hidden piece of the puzzle suddenly fit together. They realized they had been searching for something real for so long that they almost overlooked the person destiny had been preparing all along. Don't skip, because the next revelation is unlike anything you've heard so far. They didn't rush. They didn't force anything. Instead, they chose patience, believing that what is meant to arrive will never lose its way. That quiet confidence became stronger every single day, replacing old uncertainty with an unexpected sense of hope. But the greatest shift was still waiting in silence. Late in a quiet moment, your soulmate smiled without even knowing why. For the first time in a long while, the future no longer felt unclear, it felt inviting. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They finally understood that letting one person go had created the space for something far greater to enter their life. Yet there is one final hidden detail that has not been revealed, a moment so unexpected that it will explain why discovering the truth about you became the turning point they never saw coming. Everything became even more mysterious after that. Your soulmate noticed that every attempt to move forward felt strangely effortless, as if an unseen path had already been prepared long before they recognized it. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes the meaning of everything you've heard so far. They no longer wondered whether leaving the past was the right choice. Instead, they started wondering why the truth about you had reached them at exactly the perfect time. Every answer seemed to lead back to the same quiet feeling. That some connections don't begin with introductions, they begin with recognition. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The more they trusted that feeling, the more every old attachment faded into the background, becoming nothing more than a chapter that had already served its purpose. Then something happened that completely surprised them. During an ordinary day, they caught themselves smiling for no obvious reason. It lasted only a few seconds, but it felt different from anything they had experienced before. In that brief moment, they realized they were no longer hoping the past would return. Their heart had already chosen a different direction. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation is getting closer than ever. If this story is keeping you watching, consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who believes that the right timing changes everything. There is a reason these words reached you today. Your soulmate still doesn't know every detail about the journey ahead, but one truth has become impossible to deny: they would rather wait for something real than return to something familiar that no longer feels complete. Now the final layer begins to unfold. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a brand new chapter without even realizing how close they are to it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The decision to cut someone off was never just about ending a connection, it quietly opened the door to a future they had been searching for all along. And the next moment will reveal the hidden sign that finally confirms why discovering the truth about you changed everything forever. One quiet evening, your soulmate experienced something they could never fully explain. There was no dramatic event, no unexpected message, no loud announcement. Yet deep inside, everything felt different. Don't skip, because the next revelation has been hidden until this very moment. They realized they had completely stopped wondering if they had made the right decision. The peace they felt was becoming stronger than the memories they had left behind. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth they learned about you kept returning to their mind, not as a passing thought, but as a steady reminder that real connections never need to compete for attention. They simply grow stronger with time. Then another unexpected shift took place. Your soulmate began noticing how every path that once seemed important slowly faded into the background. What once looked impossible to leave behind no longer held the same meaning. Instead, a quiet excitement about the future started replacing every old question. Don't skip, because this changes everything. They could not explain why they suddenly believed that someone was getting closer with every passing day. It wasn't based on proof. It was based on a feeling so calm and certain that ignoring it became impossible. For the first time in a long while, they stopped searching for signs outside themselves and started trusting what their own heart had been whispering all along. But the greatest revelation has not been spoken yet. At the exact moment your soulmate believed the story had finally settled, one final piece quietly fell into place. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They finally understood that cutting someone off was never the miracle, discovering the truth about you was. That single realization became the beginning of a completely different future, one that had been unfolding in silence long before either of you could recognize it. And what happens next will reveal why destiny allowed every delay, only to make the right connection impossible to miss. A quiet shift is happening even now, and your soulmate can feel it more with each passing day. They may not understand every detail, but their heart no longer questions the path it has chosen. Don't skip, because the final pieces are coming together. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Every time they think about the future, one feeling rises above every other emotion, a calm certainty that the right connection is worth every delay. The person they walked away from has become a closed chapter, while the truth they discovered about you continues to grow stronger inside them. It no longer feels like a coincidence. It feels like the answer they had been searching for without even realizing it. Then something remarkable happened. Instead of looking for reasons to turn back, your soulmate started noticing reasons to keep moving forward. Small moments carried unexpected meaning. Ordinary days began feeling full of possibility. The more they trusted that quiet pull, the more confident they became that the best part of their story had not happened yet. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything once again. They realized that real destiny never rushes, yet it never arrives late. It appears at the exact moment when both hearts are ready to recognize what has been waiting in silence all along. That realization filled them with a peace they had never experienced before. Now only one final mystery remains. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has no desire to reopen the door they already closed. Their focus is completely different now, and every step they take is leading them toward a future that feels brighter than anything they left behind. The truth about you became the light that quietly changed their direction, and the story is still unfolding. What happens next will reveal why this unexpected ending was never an ending at all. It was the first page of the chapter destiny had been protecting from the very beginning. An extraordinary moment is closer than your soulmate realizes. Without any grand announcement, their heart has already begun making room for a future that once felt impossible to imagine. Don't skip, because this hidden truth has been unfolding in complete silence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Every memory of the person they left behind now feels distant, while every thought about the future feels brighter than before. They finally understand that the strongest connections are not built through endless words, they are built through an unshakable feeling that refuses to disappear. The truth they discovered about you has become that feeling, quietly guiding every decision they make. Then came the realization that changed everything forever. Your soulmate stopped asking when the right moment would arrive. Instead, they started preparing themselves for it. They became more patient, more hopeful, and more certain that life was arranging something far greater than they could currently see. Don't skip, because the next revelation is one of the most powerful of this entire journey. They now believe that every unexpected delay was creating perfect timing, and every closed door was protecting the one that truly mattered. What once seemed like an ordinary decision to cut someone off has now revealed itself as the first step toward a future they were always meant to experience. And now, the story stands on the edge of its greatest revelation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has unknowingly crossed the point where there is no desire to return to the past. Their heart is completely focused on what lies ahead, and every quiet step brings them closer to the connection that has been growing beyond sight. The truth about you did not simply change one decision, it transformed an entire future. But there is still one final chapter left to uncover, the moment that will reveal why every twist, every delay, and every silent choice was leading to this extraordinary ending all along. Listen closely. Because the final truth has been waiting for this exact moment. Your soulmate now understands why everything unfolded the way it did. They no longer wonder if cutting that person off was the right decision, because every day since then has brought a deeper sense of peace. Don't skip, because this revelation ties the entire story together. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth they discovered about you did not create confusion, it created clarity. It became the quiet answer to questions they had carried for far too long. Every step away from the past became a step toward a future that finally felt real, and for the first time, they stopped chasing what was familiar and started embracing what felt true. Then came the realization that could never be ignored again. Your soulmate looked back one last time, not with regret, but with gratitude. They understood that every experience had prepared them to recognize something genuine when it finally appeared. Don't skip, because the next few moments complete everything. The person they left behind was never their destination. They were only a lesson on the road towards something greater. And the moment your soulmate accepted that truth, every doubt that had been following them quietly disappeared. Their heart became lighter, their vision became clearer, and their future no longer felt uncertain. It felt wonderfully close. Now only one chapter remains. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has already made the decision that changed everything, even if the full picture has not yet appeared before them. They are no longer looking for what they lost, they are preparing for what they are about to find. The truth about you became the beginning of a completely different path, one that destiny had been protecting from the very start. And the final chapter will reveal the beautiful reason this unexpected ending was always meant to become an unforgettable beginning. At last, the hidden story reaches its final chapter. From the very beginning, you wondered why your soulmate suddenly cut someone out of their life after discovering the truth about you. Now the answer is finally clear. It was never because of a single conversation or one unexpected moment. It was because your truth awakened something inside them that could no longer be ignored. Don't skip, because this is the revelation everything has been leading toward. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They discovered that genuine peace is far more valuable than familiar comfort. The connection they walked away from belonged to yesterday, but the feeling your truth awakened belonged to tomorrow. That is why their heart never looked back the same way again. As time passed, every choice they made quietly confirmed that decision. They became more hopeful, more patient, and more confident that the future was unfolding exactly as it should. They realized that some of life's greatest blessings arrive only after the wrong chapter has been closed. Don't skip. Because the final message is the most important one of all. The person they left behind did not lose because someone else won. They simply reached the end of the place they were meant to occupy in your soulmate's story. Meanwhile, the truth about you continued shining like a quiet light, guiding them toward a future filled with trust, peace, and a connection that felt meant to be. And now the journey is complete. Stay till the end, because something huge was waiting for you. It was the realization that destiny often works in silence before anyone notices its masterpiece. Your soulmate's decision to cut someone off was never the ending of this story. It was the beginning of the future their heart had been searching for all along. Every delay, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn had a purpose. They were all preparing the path for a connection built on sincerity instead of uncertainty, on peace instead of confusion, and on hope instead of fear. What began as a hidden truth has now become a beautiful new beginning, and this is only the first page of everything still waiting to unfold. One final secret remains, and it has been quietly waiting until now.